Water is beautiful, water is life, water is refreshing. And water parks are fun places, but it shouldn't injure you for a lifetime, and fortunately, there are water slide accidents that can send shivers down your spine. Today, we'll share with you 10 of the world's most dangerous water slides. Aqualoop. Aqualoop is one of the water slides where a single rider slides through a closed platform. After sliding, riders enter a steep loop, and the entire experience happens in just a few seconds. If you're a fan of water parks, you've probably seen one of these before because they are everywhere around the world. The issue with water slides like Aqualoops is a design problem. Riders accelerate so much that they often get stuck in the middle of the loop. In such a situation, all you can do is pray for someone to come to your rescue without getting injured. In 2016, a similar incident occurred at the popular Queensland theme park in Australia, where a young girl was hospitalized due to a spinal cord injury. Fortunately, she survived. But incidents like this have raised awareness about the risks associated with water slides. We recommend wearing your swim shorts inside out to avoid any problems caused by zippers or strings getting caught on the edges of the slide. Insano. When it was built in 1989 in Brazil, Insano was as tall as a 14-story building. At that time, riders could reach speeds of up to 105 kilometers per hour. And the descent of all 14 stories took only 5 seconds. The Guinness Book of World Records ranked Insano as the world's tallest and scariest water slide. Although it hasn't been used for a long time, it left a lasting impression on some riders. Before boarding Insano, attendants instruct you to slide down on your back with your legs and arms crossed. Because the slide is so steep and you travel so fast that you literally start flying in the air. This is what scares people the most because, unlike other safer water slides, Insano's chute is open, so if you go too high, things can get out of control. Fortunately, no one has died on Insano so far. Phaser. While most water slides are safe for adults, Phaser has been declared a forbidden zone for women by its authorities, and their concerns are not entirely unfounded. Phaser is one of the 20 original water slides at the famous Galaxy-Erding water park in Germany, and like others, Phaser allows you to slide down at a speed higher than the normal speed limit of a car. This makes it one of the craziest water slides in Germany and even on the planet. Of course, such crazy slides come with risks. In Phaser, the danger is more directed towards women. At one point, approximately 6 women reported injuries to their genital areas and had to go to the hospital. Therefore, park authorities agreed to ban women from riding Phaser. However, we cannot say that Phaser is more compatible with male anatomy. It's just that no injured man has been reported yet. Black Hole. Black Hole is one of the 17 water slides located in the Wet and Wild Water Park in Orlando. Built in 1977, the park is now closed. In its heyday, it was a talked-about place. And thanks to the Black Hole, it enjoyed the glory for almost 40 years. The Black Hole was a 152-meter-long slide that you rode with a black inflatable boat. The sliding time was approximately 23 seconds. But 3 seconds before it ended, the operator sent another boat behind you. There was no way of knowing if the first one had safely reached the other end before the second one started. Most of the time, there was no problem. But in 1944, a boat collided with another in the Black Hole, resulting in a man's spinal cord being pinched. The man sued the park for $73 million and won. Due to similar incidents later on, the park had to close in 2016. Leap of Faith. The Leap of Faith is a water slide inside the Atlantis Paradise Island in the Bahamas. It is a 9-story high slide but it caters to those who love eye-catching elements because at the end of the slide, there is a large tank filled with live Caribbean reef sharks, hammerhead sharks, and stingrays. Before reaching that part, you fall down from a high slide shaped like the first Maya temple. Then you enter underwater tubes passing through the center of the shark tanks. If you are afraid of heights, you may experience a heart attack when dropping from the temple. To reach the shark tanks, you have to take this leap of faith. Once, a shark died while attempting to enter the tubes. That's why I personally would stay away from this slide. Who knows? On another day, other sharks might decide to break the tubes. Steamer water slide. This water slide is one of the most attractive slides at the Calypso Water Park in Ottawa, although it is likened to a toilet bowl due to its shape. Its danger does not stem from that. The issue is that most owners often admit that their slides are dangerous, so they try to hire authorized personnel. However, the owners of this slide constantly lie to avoid scaring people away. In reality, this water slide has failed about 11 different safety tests. In 2011, there were reports of boats flipping inside the slide, and fortunately, 2 different incidents resulted in broken spines and collarbones. Despite these dangers, the slide is open to the public every day. It's best to stay away from this questionable water slide. Varick. Equal to the height of a 16-story building, Varick once cost $3.6 million to build in 2014, making it one of the most expensive water slides in the world. It was also the most popular water slide in Kansas City. However, its popularity was short-lived, and it closed in 2016 due to a horrific incident. I won't go into the gory details of the incident in this video, but I can say that it involved a 10-year-old boy and 2 women. The women later sued the owners of Varick. During the investigation, it was revealed that the slide had actually injured 13 more people, but fortunately, the cases were not fatal. Research also showed that Varick was not safe for use. Finally, in 2018, they demolished the slide. Regarding the case of the little boy, the lawsuit resulted in a $20 million settlement for his family. Yas Water World. Abu Dhabi is a fun place, hosting one of the world's largest water parks named Yas Water World. It is just a few minutes away from Ferrari World and Warner Brothers World, in addition to being large. What makes this water park popular is having the largest man-made waves on the planet. The water slides are open to both amateurs and professionals. Often, boats get stuck on these slides just before a big drop. In such a case, the intervention of park workers is necessary. While being assisted, other people must wait. This waiting is mandatory, and park officials warn people not to move in such situations. Leaving this initiative to people means anything can happen because, unfortunately, people cannot be trusted 100%. Cedar Point Water Park. Cedar Point Water Park in Ohio has many attractions, each of which has injured unfortunate riders at least once. Today, I want to talk about the most expensive and, of course, the most famous water slide built at Cedar Point. The slide is called Shoot the Rapids. It opened to the public on June 26, 2010. When it opened, everyone wanted to try it at least once, but only 3 years after its opening, a terrible accident occurred on July 19, 2013. A gas-powered boat and 7 riders flipped upside down. First, it hit a concrete edge, then another boat. As a result, the boat overturned, and the riders were trapped underwater. They waited upside down in the water for a few minutes. Fortunately, they survived, and only one of them was taken to the hospital. After the incident, the slide closed a year later and reopened, but it could not escape its bad reputation.
Grave Pool.
Grave Pool is a nickname given to a section in a public park in New Jersey, opened in 1978. If the name didn't scare you, You should know that in every square inch of this park, someone shed tears, broke their teeth, and some lost their lives. Let me briefly tell you about the incidents. In 1984, a section of the park called Tarzan Swing accidentally caused a man who jumped into cold water to have a heart attack and die shortly after. Another man touched an electrical wire while passing by in a canoe. Many people broke their teeth. In the Insane Bullet Ride, in the Grave Pool, where 1,000 people swim at the same time, 3 young people drowned in the park within 12 months. 14 bone fractures and 26 head traumas were recorded. According to the report, about 30 rescues were needed in the Grave Pool every day. The number of severe injuries and lawsuits increased exponentially. But somehow, the park did not close, and it is still open today. So if you're thinking of visiting, please think again. Until next time.
If you like this type of videos, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to stay updated on new videos, and turn on notifications. See you in the next video. Goodbye.